Recently, members of the Boko Haram and Islamic State of West Africa province, ISWAP terrorist group, recently surrendered to the Nigerian Army in the north, and we're begging Nigerians to forgive them for their activities thus far. The reason why this was an interesting conversation is because there are two sides of it. So there's one part of forgive us for what we've done for the past 12 years. There's another part saying, don't forgive them. There's a third part saying, listen, if we don't forgive them, how do we get access to the leaders? Because remember, it was actually the commander, the bomb maker, was the one that he was the leader that was caught, that surrendered, and then all his followers are the ones. So how do we get to the real crux of the Boko Haram if we don't forgive? So that's the conversation I want us to have. What are your thoughts on this? Where do you stay and how do you see this? Let me start with Nima.
To me, I'm not of the group that forgive. I think this encourages crime. So these people took a 12-year journey with the worst kind of heinous crimes of, torture, terrorism, and murder, and they popularized it for whatever reason. I don't agree with agitations that cost people's lives. So then you don't come out later and then try to make a justification of, destabilizing people's lives. So what they did is beyond even just killing people. You displace people, and some people are still suffering from the results of your consequence of your activities for that long. And maybe now you become repentant. It's good. You ask forgiveness, but there must be consequence. Consequence because we must deter and discourage people who have this kind of inclination in the future.
The reason we have laws is because in dealing with human beings, people would always break rules and regulations, and the laws are there to guide our interactions so that when those rules and regulations are broken, you will put something in place so that other people don't feel, okay, I can do this and get away with it. What I see that's happening is a lot of people feel, okay, we can do this. After a while, we'll come and say we are sorry. And the president or the government will welcome us and, with open arms and forgive us, and then we go back into the society. And I want to question the integrity of that forgiveness that we are asking for. How are we sure that they are truly repentant? That's one of the questions we should be asking. Secondly, how do we, because this has gone beyond a crime of you're committing a crime against another person. You have committed a crime against the state. And the job of the state is to protect the lives and properties of their citizens. You have displaced a lot of people from that. And so the state should be the one saying, we can't have this conversation with you right now. You have committed a crime. You must be punished for that crime so that other people don't do the same thing.
You know abroad how when somebody is thrown in jail and you're on parole, and while you're on parole, they put a tracker on your leg. You know exactly where you do what you do. And the moment you commit any kind of crime, they throw you back in. Obviously, we can't put a track on every single person in this group, but the truth is that there has to be some kind of a system for us to know indeed if they are genuine about what they're asking for.
So please, let me quickly just throw this in before we take the comment. I need us to understand the fact that there are millions of displaced people who haven't been properly resettled. Millions of displaced people who were killed by the activities of this group, who are still at the camps, suffering, not having enough food or access to good education. And then, while they are still trying to get their lives on track, it will be unfair to see a government sort of now assimilate these people that are have claimed that we are confessed, we are sorry, we want to be forgiven, and then they now seemingly get rewarded even after committing crime, while we have people that are still displaced. So I believe you should forgive, but never forget, and don't just bring them back to society.
It depends on how you look at it, because as a government, I'm looking at it from different sides.
One piece.
So, for example, we bring in 1,000 Boko Haram members, and we reconcile them to society, and their task is to rebuild the society. So you're going to be the one to rebuild the houses, we're going to be the one to rebuild the homes, you're going to want to go to the farm.
So
we put you to work. You are community service for 20x years until we're going to restore the community that you have destroyed.
That sounds good.
There are terms and conditions for this.
But we haven't heard those terms and conditions.
It has to be clear. But let me come to you.
They will not agree.
They will not agree.
They will not take it.
The issue of Boko Haram, I think, if you look at it critically, you will know it's political, because 2023 is around the corner, and I'm sure they are doing this. They are bringing these people into the society so that they will use them as talk later. When you look at it, when you notice it, you will never see Boko Haram repenting immediately after election. You will see them repenting maybe during close to the time of election, when you look at it, you will know that some things are happening with all these Boko Haram. And when you talk about forgiveness, you will know if you forgive somebody that kills, a lot of the people in prison, people that have been doing, maybe they saw something, Gary and the rest, they are still in prison, and those people that have been killing people, burning houses, they after repentance, they will go and give them houses, they will give them money, they will go and take them to who psychology. Why can't they take those people in the prison to have such
Thank you very much. I think that's another very good angle, because this could be for political reasons. I mean, this is something that this is a Nigerian factor.
Can you imagine the level of distrust we have for the government?
So Nigerians always feel that, okay, you bring in these people from all over, yes, and you're forgiving them because you're hoping that they can then be useful. Let me take the comments from late Colonel Sakaba's wife, who spoke about him. She posted it on Instagram also, and she was saying that she believes that we shouldn't forgive them because they killed her husband. I mean, these are people that have been displaced for many years, and it's unfathomable that you can actually think of forgiving these who have caused so much hatred to Nigerians in the past 12 years.